David had always wondered about his uncle's mansion. He had never met him, but he had heard stories from his parents about how he was a recluse who lived alone in a secluded estate. When David received a letter informing him that he had inherited the mansion after his uncle's death, he was curious and excited. He decided to take a weekend trip with his friends to check out the place and have some fun. He invited his best friends, Mike, Anna, and Lisa, to join him. They drove for hours until they reached the mansion, which was surrounded by a high wall and a rusty gate. The mansion looked old and decrepit, with broken windows and peeling paint. David felt a chill as he approached the door, which was unlocked. He pushed it open and entered the dark hallway. "Wow, this place is creepy," Mike said, looking around. "Yeah, but it's also kinda cool," Anna said, smiling. "It's like a haunted house." "Maybe it is haunted," Lisa said, shivering. "Do you think your uncle's ghost is here?" David laughed nervously. "I doubt it. He was probably just a lonely old man who liked his privacy." He found a switch on the wall and turned on the lights. The hallway was filled with dusty furniture and paintings. David noticed a portrait of his uncle hanging above the fireplace. He looked stern and cold, with piercing eyes and a thin mouth. "That's him," David said, pointing at the portrait. "That's my uncle. He looks scary," Lisa said, backing away. "Come on, let's explore the rest of the house," David said, eager to change the subject. He led his friends upstairs, where there were several bedrooms and bathrooms. They chose one of the rooms to stay in and unpacked their bags. "Hey, look at this," Mike said, holding up a book he had found on a shelf. "It's a diary." "Whose diary?" Anna asked. "I don't know, let's see." Mike opened the book and read aloud. "October 13th, 2021. I have finally done it. I have summoned the Dark Lord from the depths of hell. He has granted me his power and his knowledge in exchange for my soul and my service. He has shown me things that no mortal can comprehend. He has given me a task, to prepare the way for his arrival on earth. He has told me what I must do, to sacrifice 6 innocent lives in 6 different rooms of this mansion. Each sacrifice must be done on a full moon night with a ritual knife and a pentagram drawn in blood. Only then will the portal open and he will come forth to claim his dominion over this world. I have already completed the first sacrifice. I lured a young woman here with the promise of money and killed her in the master bedroom. I felt no remorse, only joy. I felt his presence in my mind, praising me for my obedience. He told me to continue with the next sacrifice as soon as possible. I will not fail him. I will not disappoint him. I will serve him until the end." Mike stopped reading and looked at his friends with horror. "What the hell?" he exclaimed. "Is this some kind of joke?" Anna asked. "I don't think so," Lisa said, trembling. David felt a surge of fear and anger. He grabbed the book from Mike and threw it on the floor. "This is bullshit," he said. "This is some sick prank that my uncle played on us. He probably wrote this himself to scare us. Or maybe he was crazy," Mike suggested. "Or maybe he was telling the truth," Lisa whispered. "Shut up," David snapped. "There's no such thing as dark lords or sacrifices or portals. This is all nonsense." He stormed out of the room and went downstairs. He wanted to leave this place as soon as possible. He reached the hallway and saw something that made him freeze in terror. The portrait of his uncle was gone. In its place was a pentagram drawn in blood, and in the center of it was a ritual knife. David heard a voice in his head. It was his uncle's voice. It said, "Welcome to my mansion, nephew. You are the 6th sacrifice.